Make sure you guys are sticking around to the end of the video to find out if you guys won last week's giveaway and also to find out how to enter this week's giveaway. And that's all I got right before we jump in to today's video. What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Wednesday pull list, which is your hype video for this week's new comic book day. I read all the previous issues to the books coming out today, just yesterday, and we're gonna talk about all my favorite storylines in the books that I think you guys have to be picking up this week. We're also gonna go over my cover lover picks and the new #1 that you guys just have to be excited about in today's video. That's why the Wednesday pull list is your must-watch video right before new comic book day, and this new comic book day is August 2nd of 2023. But before we go any further in today's video, I just want to recap Terrificon. Now, I did mention to you guys that I was going to try to vlog my experience there, but guys, I just gotta tell you, I got sucked up into the experience. I had my camera in my bag and I didn't even take it out because I was just enjoying myself too much. I didn't want to take myself out of the moment of being there on the con floor, meeting some amazing people, and really focusing on recording video and not being able to enjoy myself. So I didn't record anything. I'm really disappointed in myself, but I also had an amazing time. I met some great people. I met Will the Comic Beast and his dad Sean. I met Big Daddy John Ross. I met Greg the Bearded Comic Crow and Justin Birch Letters, and we went out to lunch. We had some beers. It was so good. And then my best friend and I went onto the con floor. We got some books signed by some amazing writers and artists. We picked up some books. Josh spent a lot of money, and we just had a really good time. And then Josh and I went out in the casino that night, and we got pretty drunk. It was awesome. It was such a good time. But guys, that is my recap for Terrificon. It was a ton of fun, and if you guys can make it next year, I would highly suggest you try because it was really fun. All right, guys, but now it's time to dive into today's video with checking out my pull list. Alright guys, as you guys can see, it's a decent sized pull list, but it's not the biggest. But you guys can't see what those books are, so let me go ahead and throw it up on screen right now. I have 18 books on my pull list. There are 3 new #1s, and there's a total of 5 books that I did not read. Now, the majority of the books that I did not read, which is 4 of them, are the Night Terror tie-ins. And guys, I just gotta tell you, I'm not all that excited about this event, so I wasn't really all that excited to read them. And when my day was getting cramped yesterday, I just said, I'm not gonna read them. And the other book I did not read was Moon Knight issue #25 because it's basically a trade paperback. It was really large and I got like a quarter of the way through it and then I ran out of time. So that's the only reason why I did not finish that book. It's just because it was so large. But guys, that is my pull list for this week. Let's go ahead and find out if there's any books on the chopping block. After reading the 13 books that I read yesterday, I was a little surprised when I put 2 books on the chopping block. I normally either have 0 or I have 1 book on the chopping block, but this week I have 2 books that I am seriously considering chopping from my pull list. And the first book up is Fantastic Four. Issue #10 comes out this week. I read issues 8 and 9 yesterday, and I gotta tell you, this story is just a little bit too cheesy for my liking. I really enjoyed issues #1, 2, and 3. And after those 3 issues, I gotta tell you, I really have not been enjoying the story. It gets a little bit cheesier and a little bit cheesier, and I'm just really not that into it. I just don't think I'm a Fantastic Four fan. That's what it really comes down to, because I've tried reading Fantastic Four multiple times, and every single time I end up not liking it. And that is just continuing with this series right here. So I'm most likely gonna stop collecting it after issue 12 because I pre-ordered issues #10, 11, and 12, so I'm just not going to order this book anymore moving forward. But guys, after that, there is one other book that I'm considering chopping from my pull list because I'm not enjoying the story, and that is Steelworks. I read issue #2 yesterday, and I obviously read issue #1 before that, and I just got to tell you, I'm not really enjoying the story. I don't hate it, I don't like it, but I am collecting so many books, I need to pull back, and if I'm not really enjoying the story, I'm going to have to chop it from my pull list, and this book is going to be shot because the story just isn't that good in my opinion. I'm just not connecting with it, and so it's gotta go. Alright guys, those are the 2 books on the chopping block this week. Let's go do something a little more positive and check out all the amazing covers that I'm loving this week with my cover lover picks. There are 9 covers coming out this week that are just so freaking cool, and I'm so excited to share each one of these covers with you guys. And the first one up is Spawn issue number 344, the cover B. Guys, check out this cover. Now, I don't know how to pronounce the artist's name. It's up on screen right now, but this cover is fantastic, and there's actually been a lot of really good Spawn covers as of late, so make sure you guys are checking out the Spawn books every single week because they have been really good. And after that, we have Death of the Venomverse issue number 1, the 1 in 50 Gabriel Del Otto Virgin variant connecting cover. This is just so good. This is the first of 5, so make sure you guys, if you see it in your shop for a good price, you're picking this up because it is just too good to pass up. And after that, we have Night Terror's Ravager issue number 2, the cover D, which is the 1 in 25 incentive cover. We have a zombified Ravager on the cover, and it is just really freaking cool, and I like it. And after that, we have Once Upon a Time at the End of the World issue number 8, the 1 in 50 ratio cover, and it is fantastic. I don't think many shops are going to have this because how many shops are going to be ordering 50 copies of issue number 8? But this cover is fantastic. And after that, we have The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos issue number 2. This is the cover B. It's a foil. And how cool is that? Get Dracula Boy on the cover, and it is so great. And after that, we have The Sacrificers issue number 1. I'm really excited about this book, but this is the Jenny Frison Virgin variant. I don't know if this is a ratio or if this is a qualifier book or how to get this, but guys, it is so good. There is a trade dress version of this. It is the 1 in 15, but I really like this Virgin cover. I'm a huge Jenny Frison fan, so obviously this is gonna make the cover lover list. But guys, after that, we have Heatseeker, a Gun Honey series issue number 2. This is the cover F, the 1 in 5 incentive Selena cover, and it is really good. And I really like it. But guys, there are 2 covers left, and they're both for the same book, and I've never ever shown a Star Trek cover on my cover lover list. But guys, this cover is so freaking cool. This is Star Trek Defiant issue number 6. This is the cover RI, the 1 in 50 Aja cover. This is the trade dress version of this, and it is so cool. I really like this. But there's also a 1 in 100, which is a Virgin, which is also really freaking cool. I can see getting a really cool remark on the 1 in 100 Virgin. It would be so freaking cool. But guys, those are my cover lover picks for this week, which is August 2nd of 2023. Do you guys really like any of those covers? Is there a cover that I missed that you think should be on this list? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, let's check out the new number 1 that I am just so excited about that you guys have to consider picking it up this week. There are 3 new number 1 titles on my pull list this week, but there is one book that stands out among those 3, and it is The Sacrificers issue number 1. Now, this is coming from writer Rick Remender and art by Max Fumera. I want to say that's how it's pronounced. I hope I did a good job. If I didn't, guys, let me know down in the comments below. But guys, I'm super excited about this book because it's written by Rick Remender. If you don't know who Rick Remender is, guys, do a little bit of Googling. Find out what books he's written. And just to give you a little hint, he is the writer behind Deadly Class and Uncanny X-Men. He did an amazing run on Uncanny X-Men. But guys, I am super excited for this book. Let me go ahead and read the synopsis so that way you guys can get excited too. Tomorrow is a harmonious paradise thanks to 5 families who make it perfect for the price of 1 child per household. Now, as that bill comes due, a son expected to give everything for a family that has never loved him and an affluent daughter determined to destroy utopia must unite to end one's generation's unnaturally protracted reign. Guys, that just sounds so freaking cool. 5 families having to sacrifice their children, and how old do they need to be sacrificed? Are they babies? Are they not babies? It sounds from the synopsis they are not babies. So how messed up is that? Being a kid who knows they're being sacrificed, about to be walked in, to be destroyed, to be killed? That's crazy. It sounds so good. I can't wait to read it. Guys, that is the new number 1 that I think you guys just have to be excited about. Let me know if this is already on your pull list or after hearing the synopsis, you guys are now putting it on your pull list. All right, guys, that is the new number 1. Let's go ahead and move over to the next part of this video, which normally is my almost top 5, but there are no books on the almost top 5. There's only 5 books that I really enjoyed this week, but we're gonna go ahead and move right into the top 5 books you guys have to be picking up this week because the stories are just that good. The book that's sitting in the number 5 spot of this top 5 list is my one and only DC book on this week's list, and that is Peacemaker Tries Hard issue number 4. Now this is coming from writer Kyle Starks and art by Steve Pugh? I don't know. You guys tell me how to pronounce his name down in the descriptions below. But guys, this book is fantastic. It is a very funny read. It's a comedy, and it is so great. Now, if you guys watched the Peacemaker TV series on HBO Max, or now it's called just Max, you guys are going to enjoy this book because it's basically exactly like that TV show. Now, if you haven't watched that TV show, I would highly suggest go watching that TV show because it was so good. It is probably the best superhero TV show that I have seen. I'm dead serious. It is that good. It's funny, action-packed, and it's just so good. And that's exactly what this book is. It's funny, it's action-packed, and it's got a pretty good story. And that's really all I want out of the Peacemaker book. And Kyle Starks is giving it to me. All right, guys, that is my number 5 book. Let's go ahead and find out what my number 4 is. The book that's sitting in the number 4 spot of this top 5 list is our first independent on this list, but it's not the last, with The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos, issue number 2. Now this is coming from writer James Tynion IV and Tate Bromble, and art by Isaac Goodhart. And this was a good first issue. This was exactly what the synopsis of issue number 1 was going to give to us. We get an LGBTQ plus character in Christopher Chaos. He's already different from everyone else, but he's got a superpower, which is really cool. He can basically see how everything is built. He sees all these equations floating around everything, and he can do some things that are really freaking cool. But with being different, people don't like different. People want you to be normal, and that's what he struggles with because everyone wants him to be normal and he's just not. And that right there is what I really like about this book. I also really like they introduced a werewolf in this book, and we're getting a vampire in the second book, so that's really freaking cool. But this is James Tynion IV and Tate Bromble, and I really enjoyed this first issue. Guys, issue number 2 comes out tomorrow, and you guys should be picking this book up. And there is an awesome B cover for this that I really like. It was on my cover lover picks. But guys, that was the number 4 book. Let's go ahead and move over to the number 3. The book that's in our number 3 spot has been on this list before. It's been on this list multiple times, and that book is Grimm. Issue number 12 comes out this week. It's written by Stephanie Phillips and has art by Falvano. And guys, this book continues to be a fantastic read. I read issue number 11 yesterday, and it was fantastic. The art by Falvano continues to be a selling point for this book. I really like the artwork, and the story continues to get better and better. Now, guys, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not gonna try to give you a synopsis for 11 issues of this book, but it's about a Grim Reaper who's part Grim Reaper and part human. That's right, her parents were the Grim Reaper himself and a woman of Earth. So she is stuck between being in the real world and the Grim Reaper world, and that has turned the underworld upside down, and there is complete chaos. Souls can no longer be shipped to heaven or hell. Humans cannot die, so everyone on Earth is like killing each other and just not dying. It is utter chaos, and it is awesome. There is so much more going on in this story, and it is fantastic, and you should be reading this book. And there's so many good covers for this book every single month, and it's a good book, and that's it. That is the number 3 book. Let's go ahead and move over to my number 2. The book that's in the number 2 spot is our one and only Marvel book on our list this week, and that is Doctor Strange issue number 6. Now this is coming from the great writer of Jed MacKay and art by Juan Gideon. And guys, what I'm really enjoying about this book is that Jed MacKay has not left Clea Strange behind. She is just as much a part of this book as Doctor Strange himself. And in the last issue, issue number 5, which I read yesterday, they actually attended the wedding of Clea Strange's mother to another sorcerer supreme of a different universe. But then something really crazy happened. Another Doctor Strange, I believe his name was Captain Strange or General Strange, came down and ruined the wedding. And it was so freaking good. Who is General Strange? I don't know, but he was a complete badass at the end of this issue. And I believe this General Strange is causing all the chaos that's happening in Doctor Strange and Clea Strange right now. But guys, this is a fantastic book that is Doctor Strange and Clea Strange together. And if you enjoyed Strange, the previous volume to this book right here, you guys will continue liking this book. Now, this book also has some great covers from Alex Ross. There's been some okay variant covers, but what I'm really enjoying is the interior art by Juan Gideon. It's really fantastic, and you guys should be picking up this book every single week because issue 6 comes out this week. Go get the 5 issues before that if you haven't already and pick up issue 6 while you're at it. All right, guys, that is my number 2 book. Let's go ahead and check out my number 1. By this point, I'm sure most of you guys know what is going to be my number 1 book this week. It's an independent. It's written by Jason Aaron, and it is Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. Issue number 8 comes out this week. Like I said, it's written by Jason Aaron and has art by Leila Del Duca. And guys, this is a fantastic book. It's a post-apocalyptic book where the end of the world has happened. There are few humans remaining. In the first 6 issues of this book, we really followed 2 people. One was a ranger. She was out there on her own surviving, and she had left her group of people who are now hunting her down because she left them. And then there was this other character who has basically sealed himself off from the horrific events of the apocalypse, but then she found him and they left together, and he had no idea how to survive out in the world, and he was crazy and kooky, but they fell in love. And in issues number 6 and 7, we really see their love really start to grow, and they find a little place that they can call paradise themselves. And we really had a lot of positivity. After the first 6 issues was a lot of really dark and twisted things happening around them, we had a lot of good things. But at the end of issue number 7, their little paradise that they were building has something really bad happen in it. And I think moving forward with issue number 8, that little paradise is going to start getting the little seed of, like, you know, poison is going to start seeping into their little paradise, and it's not going to be paradise anymore. But guys, this book is so freaking good. I'm really enjoying it. And guys, that 1 in 50 for issue number 8 is so good. I love it. Guys, let me know what your thoughts on that 1 in 50 are down in the comments below. But guys, be reading this book. It really is that good. Jason Aaron is really hitting a home run with this book, and I love it. All right, guys, those are my 5 books that I think you guys have to be reading this week because they are so freaking good. But let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of today's video. Now, if you guys are still watching this video right now, you guys know exactly what you are. Say it with me. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end and supporting the algorithm. Now, guys, look down. Have you guys hit that like button just yet? If you guys haven't, do me a favor and smash that like button. It really helps, again, the algorithm get this video out to more people. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are sticking around to the giveaway, but give me just a second. Guys, if you guys like that video and you guys enjoy comic book content and you guys are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Now, we have a giveaway to do. I have 3 books to show you that the winner is going to win today. And who is that going to be? Well, we don't know just yet, but I can show you the books. And first up, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 25, the Nathan Zerdy Virgin variant cover. And after that, we have Strange Academy Finals issue number 6, the Ivan Tao Virgin variant. Now, the next book is not a 616 comic exclusive. No, it's a cover that I absolutely love, and I have a bunch of copies of it, and I want to share this book with you guys. And that is Wonder Woman 800, the Balin Ortega cover. This cover is one of my favorites so far of 2023, and I want to share one of these with you guys out there in the community. So those are the 3 books that the winner for today's video is going to win. So let's go ahead and cut a little closer and find out who won these books. Alright guys, as you can see, this is the wheel. This is everyone who left a comment with the hashtag #ThankYou616Comics. Now guys, thank you guys so much for leaving this comment, and I am so excited for someone to win these books. But we have to shuffle this wheel first. We're going to shuffle it 9 times because there was 934 views on last week's video. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright guys, good luck, and let's find out who won those amazing covers. And I really do love that Wonder Woman 800, the Balin Ortega variant. And it looks like it's going to be Joseph Baptiste. Congratulations! Congratulations, Joseph. Now, what you need to do is you need to go over to Instagram and slide into our DMs. Our handle is right here. Slide into our DMs and give us your address, and we'll get these books out to you. Now, if you're interested in entering next week's giveaway, there are 4 things that you need to do. Number 1, you need to live in the United States of America. Number 2, you need to be subscribed to the channel. Number 3, you need to leave a comment letting me know what your favorite cover coming out this week is. And number 4, leave the hashtag #ThankYou616Comics. Alright guys, that is everything for today's video. I'll be back on Thursday with some kind of video. I don't know what it's going to be just yet, but I will have a an additional video this week, and then I'll be back on Friday with our final order cutoff, speculation, and recommendation show. Alright guys, have yourself a great week and a great new comic book day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.